Despite being the 7th game in the series, 8th if you count the feature phone entry, 2018's God of War is unlike anything we've ever seen. Gone is the genocidal rage that fueled protagonist Kratos in past games. In its place is a calmer character who seems to have reined himself in as he now has a child called Atreus. Also missing is the Greek mythology that powered every other entry in the series. This time around, Kratos' adventure takes place predominantly in Midgard, one of the many realms in Norse mythology. And with this fresh setting comes a fresh narrative. Kratos isn't on a quest to kill gods, so you're not going to see much of this or this. Instead, along with Atreus, he sets forth to scatter his wife's ashes from the highest mountains in all the realms. Naturally, with all things involving the ghost of Sparta, it soon involves witchcraft, fantastic beasts, and mysterious strangers with otherworldly powers. Combined with a generous serving of ogres, draugrs, revenants, reavers, elves, and all other assortment of Norse-inspired terrors quick to seek the business end of your axe, it turns into a rather interesting tale. Without spoiling much, God of War's narrative and attention to detail stands out. There isn't much in the way of bombastic moments, but what it lacks in spectacle it makes up in nuance. Over the 20 hours or so it took us to finish the game, we see how Kratos and Atreus' relationship evolves over time, as well as their interactions with a small but memorable supporting cast, such as the dwarf brothers Brock and Sindri, as well as talking head Mimir to name a few.
They call me Mimir, smartest man alive. First, you need to cut off my head.
Wait, what?
Of course, the big draw in every God of War game is the combat. This time around, Sony Santa Monica Studios has livened up things quite a bit, giving Kratos an axe. Aside from the obvious light and heavy attacks, you can throw it at enemies, call it back, and upgrade your powerful abilities such as summoning Knives of Frost to upend your foes. In most cases, it works, and it's supremely satisfying as well. Backing this up is a slick upgrade system. Both Atreus and Kratos can be kitted out with new armor, skills, upgrades that enliven the proceedings. Atreus is far from a slouch in combat, with his use of bows and arrows complementing Kratos' axe brilliantly, leading to heady moments.
You gotta teach me that one.
Throw in a healthy number of puzzles and environmental design that borrows from the likes of Dark Souls, Metroid, and Castlevania, and you have an entry in the franchise unlike any other. Perhaps our only grouse is one related to the game world and how one specific element is presented, its map. While most of the action takes place in Midgard, there are other realms you can travel to. Some need you to find travel runes to access them, and others can be visited as a part of the game's plot. That said, of the 9 realms including Midgard, 3 are locked out completely, making it a minor annoyance if you're the sort who has indulged in a steady diet of open world collectathons that have punctuated this generation. Oh, and if you're playing it on the PS4 Pro, your mind isn't playing tricks on you. It really does get that noisy, as if you were competing with a jet fighter to break the sound barrier. All said and done, Kratos' PS4 debut is, if you excuse the pun, a god-tier affair. Fanboys may deride the lack of spectacle, and its nuance take on a well-loved protagonist may not be for anyone, but it's rare to see a reimagining of a series handled as deftly as this. This is why you bought a PS4. Thanks for watching this video, and for all things gaming, stay tuned to Gadgets360.com.